What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Like and subscribe right now or you'll step in something wet with only socks on. Ugh, I'm not kidding. Raise your hand if you love laughing at other people's mistakes.
Come on, I think you're overreacting a little bit.
You must be so embarrassed!
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're all terrible people here, but at least we're having fun. Let's jump right into watching these awesome water slide fails. Stick around for the whole video, cause you won't believe what we're gonna show you at the end. If you're riding a slide that has a raft, you're supposed to stay on the raft. Simple, right? All you've gotta do is sit there and enjoy the ride. Well, these guys couldn't even manage to accomplish that one simple task. I've got to admit though, they do catch some pretty impressive air before they fall off. Too bad this is a water slide, not a ski jumping competition. These dudes need to sign up for the right event next time if they want to take home the gold. Dogs don't have wings, but the little furball in the next video went flying. Like a deer crossing a road at night, this pup was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Watch him kick his adorable little legs while he's sailing through the air. Luckily, he landed in the water and wasn't injured. Maybe he'll look both ways before crossing the backyard next time. Actually, he probably loved this so much he'll try it again. Can't say I blame him. What did I say about staying on your raft? Well, I guess this guy wasn't technically on a raft, but he was still completely wiped out on the little board thing he was riding. He even starts kicking his legs in the air like the dog in the last video. Probably should have tried the old tuck and roll method. I'm not so sure that it would work on a water slide, but I'd love to watch somebody try it out. If you try that someday, just make sure you record it so we can all laugh at you afterwards. Yeah, these have been fun, but we're just getting started. What's coming up next is gonna blow your mind. Kids can be dumb, okay? Their brains are still developing, and they don't know much about situational awareness or risk avoidance. Still though, I think I would have known better at this age than to stand right at the end of a slide that an adult is barreling down at light speed. This kid gets smacked when the dude coming down the slide flies off and takes him out at the knees. I hope this kid isn't a goalie, cause everything gets past him. How much speed is too much speed? Ask the dude in the next video. He's racing his friends down the slide, but picks up so much momentum he goes flying off the end of it. Plus, he's yet another dude who can't stay on his tube. Rookie mistake. A wise man once said, if you ride like lightning, you're gonna crash like thunder. Someone needs to bring this guy a helmet if he wants to continue his career as a pro water slide racer. You know why they're called water slides? Because you slide down them and there's water. You know why they're not called water jumpers? Because if you jump down a water slide, you end up basically sliding down on your neck and then crashing off the end and falling onto your butt. This guy managed to mess up every part of this. I'm impressed at how bad he is at something so simple. He should try a backflip next time. I bet it would make a great video. Stay on your tube! How many times do I have to say it? These people never listen, I swear. This chick isn't even on a fast slide, but she manages to land flat on her face when she flips her tube over. Maybe if she wasn't so focused on the camera, she could have avoided this easily avoidable accident. Who knows? Maybe it was just fate that she spent most of the slide breathing in water. Destiny can be weird like that. You liking this stuff? Me too, but it's nothing compared to what's next. If you're wearing socks, it's gonna blow them off. And if you're not wearing socks, well, it'll blow your feet off. You might want to go put a pair of socks on. A water park is the last place you want to get knocked out. Well, maybe not the last place. It would be pretty bad to get knocked out like inside a volcano or something. Still though, it's not ideal. This dude almost got KO'd by a slide somehow. Check out how hard he slams his head into it. The lifeguard watching him is really enjoying the show and can't help but laugh. I feel the same way. This next clip combines two of our favorite things: people falling off their tubes and people almost getting knocked out by inanimate objects. Plus, this dude gets a face full of water at the end. It's like the ultimate water slide fail combo. If being bad at water slides was a competition, this dude would definitely be winning. He's the ultimate failure. What an inspiration. Just goes to show that if you try hard enough, you really can be bad at everything you try. Some people are just born daredevils. This little madman is getting a jump start on his sick career as a stuntman for movies. Look at his lack of fear as he rides by his toy car backwards down a slide and into the pool. It's not a perfect trick because he does wipe out at the end, but he doesn't even care. He pops right back up and is ready to go again. I wish I was even half as cool as this little dude. Speaking of daredevils, this kid had to learn the hard way that sometimes when you try something cool, you just end up face-planting really hard. Nothing like ending a stunt with a mouthful of mud. Everything she eats is gonna taste like grass and worms for a while. Props to the dad for letting his kids do dumb stuff though. That's A+ parenting in my book. Okay, these have been fun and all, but we're about to really ramp up to a 10 on the fail scale. Hope you're ready. You know that dude from earlier who jumped onto the slide and slid down on his neck? Well, this kid wanted to show that he could fail harder than him. Way harder, actually. This tiny maniac climbs to the top of the slide and leaps off. He jumps way over the pool at the bottom and slams his face right into the ground. This is like the toddler version of jumping out of a plane without a parachute. What a madman. Absolute legend. I'm learning something new today. Apparently kids have no clue how to protect their dome. Or they just love face planting. I'm not sure which it is. Watch this little guy just slowly slide off the end of a slide face first. Not even trying to stop it from happening. Maybe he's expecting someone to catch him. If that's the case, he needs to learn that you can't trust anyone. I learned that the hard way after my last trust fall went completely wrong. Have you ever eaten mud soup? No? Me neither, actually. We should ask this kid how it tastes, because he just ate a ton of it. Usually after someone wipes out this hard, I'd say that they bit the dust. But there's no dust here. Just a soupy disaster waiting patiently for some kid to dive in face first. Judging by his reaction, I'd say that it isn't a good substitute for Campbell's chicken noodle soup. It looks like he's regretting every life decision leading up to this one moment. He's gonna start wearing a scuba mask on every slide from now on. Yo, you've made it this far, might as well stick around for the best of the best. You're not gonna believe what happens in these final videos. We've seen a lot of kids fly off the end of slides. Now we get to see an adult make the same mistake. This chick is going fast down this slide. Looks like she's training for some new Olympic sport. Her face shows that she's laser focused on getting down this thing as fast as possible. Unfortunately for her, she forgot that speed isn't everything. You also have to be able to stop. She bounces onto the final platform and then tumbles off and onto the ground like a fish out of water. No medals for this girl. Speaking of speed, this dude is the Sonic the Hedgehog of water slides. He's the Usain Bolt of wiping out. He's like a race car that's designed to lose in the fastest way possible. He must not have had lunch that day, cause he was rushing to eat that mud at the end. This is why you should always grill when you have people over. That's the only way to keep them from eating all of your dirt. Homemade water slides are one thing, but this is just insanity. This dude just decides to sprinkle some water on his hard tile and then slide headfirst into a wall. I don't know what he was thinking here, but after this stunt he probably isn't thinking any better. This is pure chaos, guys. Content like this is why the internet was invented, so we can watch the crazy people do funny stuff without having to be around them. I'd say he has some screws loose in the head, but after that he might not have any screws left.